I want to share some big business lessons from one of the most successful creators that I have ever met. Some of this advice and strategy that she shares with me in this video has already made a huge difference in my own business as a content creator, which is why I want to share it with you today. Stay with me. I'm Pallen, a brand strategist. Welcome to my channel where I promise practical advice to build your brand. Today we're exploring important business lessons for any creator, from a highly successful and very inspirational creator herself. Courtney Wyckoff is the founder of Mama Strong, a community with over 8,000 members worldwide. Wow, she is incredible. She was kind enough to share some stories and wisdom on her growing subscription business that I get to pass along to you in this video, and that is awesome. She is one of many creators in the world that have incorporated a subscription product or service into her business model, a form of reoccurring revenue, which we'll talk about in more detail in this video. Very powerful for creators, entrepreneurs, service providers, coaches and consultants, subject matter experts, and the list goes on. This video is sponsored by Uscreen, which is my favorite all-in-one video membership platform. It is the most powerful tool out there, used by Courtney from Mama Strong and by thousands of other creators that are very successful. Big names like VidSummit, B-Funk, Justin Rhodes, and many, many others. You can build a membership or a subscription, code-free, beautifully branded on web and mobile, and even TV apps like Android, iOS, Apple TV, Roku, and Fire TV. Think of this as like creating your own Netflix, with over 25,000 creators and entrepreneurs that use it, including Courtney in today's video. Let's dive in, and I'll share Courtney's story right now.
My name is Courtney Wyckoff, and I am the founder of Mama Strong. And Mama Strong on the surface is, an online fitness resource for moms, but underneath the surface, it's really a place where people can go to feel validated. A big thing I say a lot of times is, I believe you, because it's just really hard. So I feel like I'm more in service to that than anything else.
Courtney's brand positioning is so strong, it's heartwarming even. I absolutely love it. She knows exactly who her audience is, and she loves the membership model for her community.
People don't like to exercise by themselves. That's just the truth of it. But also, being a parent or a caretaker, you really don't have the privilege, I really call it a privilege, to go out and exercise and give that much time to it. Having the combination of something that's really easy to get to, but then feeling like you're connected to other people who are, logging on and who are probably griping about the whole thing and are, kind of sharing in that process of clicking play is really important.
Courtney's making incredible use of the community feature in Uscreen. They make it really easy. 3 steps to launches for your own community. First, name your community, create a welcome post, and click launch. From there, you can see new posts, as well as the posts that have been published to your Uscreen community. Paying members can post. Think of this as a private, safe space for a community, just as Courtney has described and done for herself.
The other piece is that for me, having done this now for 11 years, I film a new workout every day, and that's not something I would naturally do for myself. I'm like a fitness person who hates exercising, so having the accountability has been key for me to keep going in the business, but also to do what I'm teaching people to do, where I'm checking in with my body every single day, and that wouldn't happen without that feedback that you get from the members directly.
I was curious to ask Courtney to pinpoint one thing, if she could, that's been vital to her in achieving success as a creator. Here's what she said.
When it's truly authentic and not manufactured authenticity, that just draws the people in who need to feel validated by you being there and being willing and having the courage to do it. They see themselves in you, and there's that exchange there, and it becomes very fluid. You don't have to force a sale. That's just easy. Like, these are my people. I feel validated here. I feel seen. I have to be able to show up as I am that day all the time. So it was accidentally really authentic and really vulnerable. And I would say that today, that is the number one thing that I think has created that success. You can't bottle that up. I'm so glad it happened 11 years ago, because I think today I'd be working really hard to create that authenticity, because we know how valuable it is.
I couldn't agree more with Courtney about the value of authenticity. She's a perfect example of that, but there's also something else at play here, and it's business savvy. And I feel like Uscreen is setting Courtney up for success. I'm going to link to this article in the description below. There are many good articles on Uscreen's website about launching a membership or a subscription. In this article, they explain the difference. So a membership gives you access to exclusive perks and a sense of community, whereas a subscription gives you access to a product or service for a period of time. Both are possible on Uscreen, so you can actually decide whatever is best for your community. But there are perks to this. Reoccurring revenue, which means you can count on money every single month for as long as your members are subscribed. Why is that important? First, it becomes predictable. You can anticipate how much you're going to get each month. Second, it becomes scalable. So you might think, wow, for a small amount of money per month, how does that add up? It certainly adds up, and Courtney's a great example of it at 8,000 members. Again, scrolling through this article that really approaches this topic from a lot of angles, I definitely recommend reading this to gain some confidence on your next moves. Interestingly enough, Courtney actually made the switch from another platform to Uscreen, which, in full transparency, is the position I find myself in. The platform I use now for my courses, I feel like I've kind of outgrown it, so Uscreen feels like the better option for where my business is heading. Courtney was in the exact same position.
Consumers used to be really willing to kind of go the extra mile to dig into your site. And the way Uscreen is set up, from the consumer standpoint, they're able to see visually the things that they want through the video and thumbnails and everything else. And they're able to grab that content very easily without having to dig through a lot of words or a lot of like, do this next, check this box. It's like just kind of one thing after the other and very visual. You know, that's the beauty of something like Uscreen, is you can see through their analytics if it's working very, very quickly. And then you can just move stuff and be like, guess what? We put this here. Thanks for your feedback, and make it very kind of a living, breathing organism rather than this static dump of content.
I love this point that she makes, and a quick glance at her reviews suggests her audience loves it too. When you think about it, memberships can make content updates easier. It's an evergreen learning experience. No need to relaunch an entire course every time it needs to be updated. Course creators that have to constantly update and launch and then promote those launches, their attention can sometimes be diverted to making a sale instead of actually checking in with their members. And this is what I love about this model, and Uscreen specifically, through chat, comments, engagement, and in a single click. Chat features, live events, community platforms all facilitate more direct communication. In fact, it streamlines interactions between course creators and their audience, and it keeps it exciting. Now, some advice if you find yourself nervous to make the move or take the plunge into a membership model for your community or business.
Start out as a human. Like, don't set yourself up to be something that's gonna fall from some pedestal, you know? But I think if you start from a very human place, rather than I've got it all figured out and having to keep that up, then the relationship feels more reciprocal. It's more of something that I want to be a part of rather than something I'm having to keep up.
There you go. An example with some important lessons for all of us, and why you might want to consider Uscreen as the right platform to pull off your own subscription business. I love this one platform because it can be so flexible, customizable, robust, helping all different kinds of creators and entrepreneurs with totally different businesses and models. Absolutely genius. Here's a link to check out Uscreen for yourself. I cannot rave enough about this platform. They have a thriving community, and their customer support is next level. Please, if you've got any lingering questions, comment below. Let's keep the conversation going on down there. Respond to those personally. I want to thank Uscreen for sponsoring this video, and I want to thank Courtney for taking the time to chat with me so that I could feature her in this video. I'll link to Mama Strong in the description below as well. She is a brand hero for all of us. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like. That helps other people discover these videos, which we work hard to create for you, and subscribe for more of my videos on branding, positioning, building, and promoting your brand. Next, I'm sharing a few videos I think you'll be interested in. I'm Pallen. Thank you for watching. Those are coming up next.